Hello everyone, and welcome to Orange University. On tonight's episode, good old blue-eye control. I see a lot of people trying to bring back blue-eye control, both on a bunch of YouTube videos and also in my place in Arena. I'm seeing a resurgence because of the recent the regionals. There were some recent tournaments that people brought blue-eye controls to and did quite well. So I wanted to try the best of one versions, and I had to kind of figure out what is the good mix of cards. I'm not saying I did, but this is my version that I'm going to try out. It's a little bit wonky, and there's a lot of 2-offs and 1-offs that try to get to a specific position, but I do think this deck has one of the most important cards in blue-white that was newly introduced to Tarkir, Mr. Meringue River Region. A lot of people just think the Coil and Catch side is really good because you draw 3, discards a card, and shuffles itself back. So the first region brings out the second region brings out the third, and third brings back the first one back out. It's kind of the idea of continuously card draw in a blue-eye control deck. That would be insane. But I think a lot of people, not everyone, but a lot of people do overlook the fact that it is a 6-mana, 6/7 dragon. At the end of the day, that is our win con, that's our closer. A 6/7 dragon attacking will close up the game real quick. So that is the idea of this deck, right? You can play Meringue River Region, you can bounce your opponent's important permanents, because that's just, you can bounce any permanent you want. A non-land permanent, but any non-land permanent you want, and then the Meringue River Region can start attacking. And then our second one can bounce more permanents and keep attacking. We can even 3 steps ahead and copy our Meringue River Region and keep attacking as well. So that is sort of a good way to close in a blue-eye control deck that normally didn't have a way to close, and it was just Fountainport until they died of fish, right? And so let's talk about this whole deck list. So in early game, we're going to have 2 Authority to Consul, 4 against aggro, against Quarry Steel. Authority is a great card, but I could not slot in more than 2 because there's so many things to answer in the current metagame. Then turn 2, here is where all the 2-offs are going to go even more insane. So we have 2 High Noon, let's talk about it one by one. 2 High Noon, which will stop Quarry Steel as well. Stops a lot of, aggro decks that want to play a bunch of spells. High Noon will stop them from doing that. High Noon also stops an Omniscience deck because they can Omniscience and then play any other spell, and you can interact with their Omniscience and just watch it die. That's pretty fun. We also have 2 Negate. Negate's also very important nowadays because if you're always on the draw, you need a turn 2 spell to stop a turn 3 play, and the most impactful turn 3 play against a control deck is a card draw spell like Unholy Annex. Well, that's what we're here for with Negate. We also have 2 No More Lies for kind of the same reason, but this can stop a lot of other things. So this is just a catch-all counter spell for early game, sort of a mana leak, if you will. And normally I would have 2/2, but I want to have 3 Get Lost because this deck does kind of falter to Planeswalkers. So Get Lost can stop a Planeswalker, and we have 1 Ride's End. So only 1 Ride's End and 3 Get Lost to interact with creatures or potentially Planeswalkers. Now, going to turn 3, we got 2 3 steps ahead. That's our cancel for a counterspell. We have 1 split up for the board wipe. Split up combos pretty well with Authority, but again, I don't see as many aggro because people kind of figure out how to beat Izzet, and Izzet decks are they're usually cowards, so they're gonna hide in their little corner. But we have 3 temporary lockdowns. So this will definitely kill all the Izzet decks out there, but it will kill any aggro deck as well. You got rabbits, gone. You got rats, gone. Right? Temporary lockdown kills a lot of aggro decks. And then we have 2 Consuls Flanker, also counters Omniscience or any other graveyard shenanigans. Flanker is there to flank out their graveyard, and it's instant speed. So you can catch your opponent off guard, exile all of their graveyard when they're trying to reanimate something. And of course, 4 Stocks Up. This is exactly how Blue-Eye is making a resurgence with Stock Up. This card is so good, and it's just top 5. Look at the top 5 and get 2 cards. That's insane. But if we have any way to flash it back, that would be way better. Obviously, Jeskai. That was why Jeskai was better than Azorius for a while. But with this deck, I want to know whether or not Stock Up is good enough on its own as just 1 spell that doesn't get flashback. Turn 4, and this is also a problem with Azorius Control because 4 mana is where all the good stuff actually comes. Like 3 mana are card draws or interactions. 4 mana is where good things happen. So we have 3 Beza, the Bounding Spring, which can bring us back from dead if we're almost dead. Give us fish, give us life, give us treasures, give us cards. All of those things Beza provides. Potentially, if you're playing it right. We also have 2 Day of Judgment, just to have an overall board wipe. Split Up doesn't wipe everything, so if your opponent plays around that, it's a little bit tricky. Day of Judgment will. I don't think there's that many, what's it called, the Indestructibles, so we don't need Sunfalls. I think Day of Judgment is good enough. No one's really played the Hazoret deck. Is it? No. The Indestructible God, the Orzhov God, so I think Day of Judgment should be good enough. And Jace! You know, we are Azorius Control. We eventually want to mill our opponent out if they're drawing too many cards. So we're playing a mirror, and we need them to we need to have a win count outside of just dealing damage to them. Jace can do just that. So then we have Meringue River Regent, which is a 4-mana Coil and Catch draw spell that could also be a 6-mana closer. So that's the whole idea, but of course for Azorius Control, we're gonna need a lot of lands. 26 lands total, 2 plains, 2 islands, 3 Adarkar Wastes, 4 Floodfarm Verge, 4 Meticulous Archive, 4 Seachrome Coast, 2 Restless Anchorage, and then 2 Demo Fields and 3 Fountainports. Now, there might be a reason, you might be asking why I'm running 3 Adarkar Wastes instead of 4. I wanted to have 2 Restless Anchorage just to have an Anchorage attack, and that triggers pretty well for, you know, creating map tokens to draw lands or even draw with Fountainports and things like that. So I wanted to have 2 Anchorage in the deck. Now, I could have 4 Adarkar Wastes, but that means I'll have to cut a Fountainport or cut one of the basic lands. I want to have 2 of each basic land so that our Demo Field will most likely still be able to get lands out of our deck rather than just be, you know, a Stone Rain to ourselves just to kill a land our opponent has. That's not that good. That's why we have 2, 2, 2, and I don't want to have 4 Fountainports in the deck because too many colorless lands is how you lose a lot of games where you get color screwed even on a 2-color deck. So that's why the mana base is 3/3 here. It's a little bit awkward if you look at the colors, but I think it will work. And that's the idea. Now let's go into the games. Alright, our opponent is the M. Ramon. And they go first. Okay, we got 2 lockdowns and a stock up. I guess I keep this hand. I got 2 white mana. That will allow me to either lock down or maybe later on do something else. But I do need a 3rd land, and, you know, it's not guaranteed I'll draw it. That's red. The redness starts right away. And I already missed a land. Cool. Okay, there are 26 lands in this deck, right? You think I'll draw it? You would think that I would draw the lands that I put in this deck for. You would be wrong. You would be very, very wrong. Whatever. Opponent goes first. They got all the lands. I can't even get a 3rd land. Yeah, this seems fine. Mono red. They're really gonna ruckus it up. I wonder if they're gonna back it. Just to deal 3 damage and draw 2 cards. Doesn't look like it, and we get our 3rd land. Well, opponent. Sorry about this, but had to be done. Alright, just draw 3 lands and you win. Bye, Ramon. Alright, our opponent is the Defense Rate. That's a word. I think that's a word, right? The Defense Rate? Wow, this is sad. Well, I can't right end, but maybe I can River Region. I mean, I have a Demo Field. I probably just do. Because of the Demo Field. Yeah, they are of that color. Oh, I got a white. Sweet. Time to right end their butt. They're behind. Huh. What would I right end here? The Heartfire Hero is scary, but the Emberheart Challenger gets some stuff. Yeah, let's just do it this way. Take a little bit less damage because of it. We'll put up a Demo Field. Man. Only 4 drops. Only 4 drops, not fun. Manifold Mouse. Okay, they're gonna do the thing. We're gonna take a lot of damage here. For sure. This had to be done. Take another 2 damage. They're gonna charge something else at us? Yes, they are. And a Higher Claw. Wow, okay. We have a get lost, so hold up in response, I guess. Challenger. They're gonna shock us. I'll kill this. Down to 6. Authority. One turn too late for that, I think. Regent. Bounce, bounce. Flippy. Fire Claw again. Fire Claw, oh man. Can I draw another land? Ooh, a tap land. Okay. I mean, this attack would just kill me, right? And I don't know if there's anything else I can do here. Man, this tap land. Most important turn, it's a tap land, huh? Guess I can do this. I'm not sure I'm racing well enough, but I might be. This is flying. Alright. This. No, I think we got this. This is flying. None of these creatures fly. Oh! Who's the aggro now? Defensorate? How about you learn some Defensorate? Alright, our opponent is Jafar. The Mighty. The Mighty Jafar is letting us go first. We got some counter spells. Not really much else here, but if they're red, which I don't think they are with the Liliana sleeves, we might be able to fight it. Alright, Orzhov, Elspeth, Liliana. Yeah. Looking to be Orzhov, looking to be a duress turn 1. Alright, we're gonna lose our 3 steps, probably. I don't think they're gonna counter, or I don't think they're gonna make us toss in the gate, but they could. Not gonna put it out. With this deck, I don't know if I need to negate. It's really a bat. What happens? I mean, I have no card draw whatsoever right now. That's probably not good. Probably Authority. Gain a little bit of life, but again, no card draw is bad. I need some stock ups. Thank you. Exactly what I needed. Alright, let's stock up into a land and then a meringue. I would like to take 2 meringues, but obviously if I don't draw the 4th land, everything's going to be bad. They're going to duress. They can see the meringue, but they can't take it. So, I'm happy about that. Make us discard our negate. We're just going to meringue here. Discard the 2nd authority. I don't think I need 2 authorities. They're playing on 2 lands, so I think they're screwed. Maybe to draw another duress. Maybe it's... Nope, just mana screw. Sorry. Sorry, opponent. That's all you got. Looks like you weren't that mighty. Alright, our opponent is the Crazy Windy Collector. Hey, I'm the Collector. Let's see who collects. Alright, we get to go first with an Archive. That seems pretty good. I think there's a problem with, like, overweighted 4-drops. There's a lot of good 4-drops in almost every deck. And the problem with that is so many burn aggro decks just try to end it by turn 3. That's... I need a 4th land, and Fountainport is a good 4th land. If I get duress here... Nope. Vine Lash. Alright. Well, I can't stop a land from shooting me, but I might be able to stop anything else. Does he want to play anything here? Just attack. Alright, I'll just take it. If he doesn't do anything, then I'll get rid of it. Or he's still no. Oh dang. I don't want to see that. Tap leg. Take it. I don't want to let him know that I have nothing, but I have nothing. It resolves, and I discard the Floodfarm Verge. They don't have anything to bounce the Nightmare, but they don't have something else. Just bolt away my face. Alright. Stops my Beza. Dead in the tracks. Does stop my Beza dead in this track, so all I get is a 4 mana 4/5. And it gains 4 life. I think that's worth it. Not the best, but not the worst. He's gonna have to answer it. Okay. I guess that answers that question. This is last card. There was a stick. There was a stick. It's probably a burn spell, which will kill my anchorage if I just throws it out there. And that means I don't want to throw it out there. Do I want to play this land? 5 mana is pretty important in this deck, so I'll throw out the land. Yeah, it's a burn spell. It's probably a lightning strike. End phase? It is end phase. I will take 1 damage just to make a fish. Let's see if he wants to kill my fish. Attack with it. Oh, +9 man. Gonna do some scrying. Some much needed scrying. Two to the bottom. Oh, that's good. That's great. That's fantastic for me. So bolt lightning? Burst lightning? Burst lightning. Alright, we still have Bezas in the deck, so I'm not as afraid of damage right now that I'm at 12. Alright, that's very threatening. I need a treasure just to go. I think I foil and catch. Get some important cards. I don't need a second anchorage. Oh, okay. New High Noon here. How good is a High Noon when he's down to 1 card? Probably not as useful as I would hope, right? I also don't think a lockdown's there. Let's take a Floodfarm Verge. You drew a land. And then he GG's out of here. Oh, come on, don't be a coward. You're 18, I'm at 8. You can draw burn spells. See ya, loser. Alright, our opponent is the Uncle Car. What does that mean? His uncle is a car? Or he is the Uncle Car? Either way, our opponent goes first. We got T-Lock. Yeah, it's not a very interactive hand, and of course our opponent's red. Start with a mountain. Jeff Bezos is going to be very useful against red. Another Rock Curse Rock Shop. Alright, well, there's going to be an Annex hitting us next turn. Just, oh man, it's fine. Just slam your Annex. No! Rakshasa the attacker. What a play, man. They got a mascot? That filters? Okay. Sure. You got a mascot. Yeah. Do we counter this? Flying Death Touch Lifelink. I mean, how scary is this versus what I plan? I mean, am I just Bezaing next turn? Am I ever 3-stepping? Right? Like, if I don't 3-step this turn, I'm wasting my turn and my mana, so I don't think that's the right play. He's down to 4 cards too, so I'm not quite sure that... is Beza the right play here? This stops an Annex now, but if I don't Beza... he just plays a creature? Then I kind of don't get to do anything, so... we just Beza. Gain a life, and then we will kind of prioritize this block. And he's gonna play off curve if he plays Annex, so at least we got that going. Okay. Go for the throw. Then he's got 2 mana. That's fine. That's not the end of the world for us. Another mascot. This is a mascot deck. It's just a mascot deck. You lock this. It's kind of funny, right? This lockdown does hit all their stuff. And I don't know if I want to lock anything else down against their deck anyway, so... I mean, they could have Annex, but I got a counterspell on Annex. Yeah, let's just do it. There you go. I'm very shocked with what this deck is trying to do here. They have a cut down. They got a temple. That scribes. Okay. We Jace here? We got Day of Judgment. I mean, I could just Jace, right? What if the last card is Edict? That's what the counter spell's for. And if he's Soulstone Sanctuary, I can blow everything up. So there's that. Right, he has to pay all his mana to Soulstone Sanctuary just to hit Jace for 3, and then I'll Day of Judgment. That seems fair. Jace says, "Come at me, bro." Vigilance.
Be solved for.
Alright, how about a Day of Judgment? Today is the day that I judge
you. You can be made to obey.
Man, this negate is ridiculous. He's not playing any non-creature spells at all. Here comes an Archfiend. Okay. I think we do this, right? This is fine. Play it again.
Our plans are beyond your comprehension.
They can have a kill spell for the Meringue, but then you can't play the Archfiend. Oh, you like that card on top? You're not keeping that card though. By the way. In case you haven't noticed, this is about to happen.
No secret escapes my grasp.
Beza is something. I think we're gonna... Let me tap the Fountainport. And the Demo Field. For a stock up. Right end's important. I'll take another stock up. And now what do I want to do? I want to right end and perhaps negate. So I don't need the authority here. Do I attack? He doesn't have Death Touch. I have Death Touch. Yeah, I got a removal and a counterspell. That is looking good. Looking quite juicy. Weird deck. Honestly, I was not expecting whatever this deck was trying to throw out there. I will give them the props. They have the props, but they don't have the win. That's, you know, I'm pretty sure they won the other thing. Oh, flying, Death Touch, Lifelink, all that good stuff. Too bad it's not going to help you. Because it doesn't have Vigilance. Yeah, Vigilance is a bitch. guess you can sack it with something. I don't know. I got a negate. Whatever spell you got, I got a negate for it. We're gonna kill our meringue. It was looking like they were trying to kill our meringue. Yeah, we should start with the plus. Let me go for the attack.
Subdued.
So, I think I can afford to stock up, right? Got this. Let's do a little stock up. All I need to do is draw an untapped land here. That's pretty good. Get another stock up. If I get an untapped land, that means I can authority, which will both gain me life and also give me a chance to hold up a no more lies and a negate. So whatever they played will get super countered. Bloodletter of Aquazat. How about Bloodletter of Naklad No? And GG. Yeah, I got held down by the blue-eye control machines. Alright, our opponent is the Highland Paladin, the Virtuous. Alright, Virtuous Paladins letting us go first. We got sort of a good mana base, I guess. We're gonna have to king ourselves a lot, but you know, we'll live with it. Oh, those Teferi decks. I hate them so much. Counter your bat. No bats, please. Get out of here. Alright, do we hold up a flanker? Is it necessary to hold up a flanker? No. I want to have 4 mana. Oh, those meringue regions. What does a flanker do, right? Play the Annex. Play the Slasher. Now, do I care about a Slasher? Yeah. So I want the meringue. Alright, this guy needs to shut up. Yes, put it on your Slasher. He wants to keep that duress. Definitely wants to keep that duress. Second Slasher. Oh boy, okay. Well, we've got 2 Slashers. I guess we start with the card draws. Day of Judgment, huh? I think Judgment is pretty good against their bunch of Slashers, I suppose. Alright, I play this land because I'm not going to get a land out of this. I'm also not going to get a card out of this. But I will get some fish. And isn't that the American way? He can definitely duress me, right? Ritual Chamber. Chooses not to duress. Smart opponent. I'll give him a favor for this. I don't have a get lost anymore. That's also... What did I get lost? Oh, the Slasher. Yeah, I mean, I had to do that there, so... Push some damage. No blocks. Probably should have blocked. It's gonna duress me and an Annex. Yeah, that sounds about right. I should have played a Fountainport. Yep, I'm gonna lose the stock up. And this is also... Oh, wait. No, wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. This is 6 mana. And I've done this before. I wish I had another land. Ritual Chamber again for 6/6. Or yeah, 6/6. 6/6 is a 6/6. But what else? Can I do anything else here? does not look like I can do anything else, right? I can attack, try to race. I'm not sure if this race is ever going to help. Might need that mana. Probably just going to play the Archfiend. Oh, he doesn't play the Archfiend. Wow. I don't know if that's correct. But hey, to each your own. No. This guy needs double annex. I make a fish. I make a fish, I deal. He's at 14, so this might be relevant. T-lock. Well, nobody attack first. Alright, then we sack a token to draw a card. What do you draw here? An island? Cool. Not useful at all, but we'll lock his stuff down. Now play the Archfiend, which will bring him to 8. And then he's got a kill spell too. Wow. That's unfortunate, but at least I'm not dead. Ooh. Okay. This is gonna get tricky. Because I attack, and then what, right? The Archfiend might just get me from downtown. Oh, he blocks. Sweet. No, he doesn't block, right? That makes no sense to block here. Anything else I can do? No, I gotta end the turn here. The rest of the trick is gonna come from the Annex trigger. Double Archfiend. He attacks. He does attack. So I will go down to 4. Now if I make a fish, and I attack with the fish, he blocks this. Fish goes in for 1 damage. I don't exactly win, right? I don't exactly win in that scenario. And if I'm at 2, I'm at 3. If I'm at 3, losing a creature will kill me. So yeah, this is tricky. Honestly, it's all about the tricks. Make a treasure and maybe we'll try to get somewhere. Oh, oh boy. Would you look at that? There's a stick. He has a kill spell on my creatures. I will die from the 2 Archfiend. No, he's just full control. Goodbye, Highland Paladin. Hello, Meringue River region. One of the best cards from Tarkir. Alright, our opponent is Luisinho. Opponent goes first. Yeah, well, it is what it is. We got interaction, so it's something. Is it time? Here comes the 1 damage. See Broncos. Here comes another. Is it 40 steel time or is he using a plot? One paper count. Oh boy. Alright, here comes Monster's Rage. Just attack that on. He didn't rage me. Second challenge. Post combat. 1 damage loss. It's pretty fun for me. Man, going second is so not fun. We're gonna take so much damage here. If you just keep up a spell pierce, we are screwed. I'll take 3. Then we'll try to kill it. Down to 13. Not gonna use our maps. Yeah, I hate to do this, but I don't want to take 5. It's gonna get free card draws on us too. Well, at least now I know he's got nothing except a Ren's Resolve. That reload, man, that's just so out there. Resolve. He's got a slick shot too, just to hit us with it. Can I even fight a slick shot? I don't know if I have anything to fight that slick shot. Let's. Well, he's got 2 cards though. Maybe I'll hold up a counter spell here, right? Because this just lets everything go, and if I hold up a counter spell, and counter is card draw, so the slip shot can't deal too much damage to me. Flanker. I mean, it is life gain, but I don't know how much of it is gonna help. Can't actually afford that life gain. Okay, land, so 1 damage. Oh, it was just 1 damage? I can live with that. Stock up? So okay on the lands. It was 8 lands already. Well, how many other lands am I gonna get? Alright, Beza and a lockdown. Probably, right? I have no card draw now. That's definitely not fun. I need the life gain for Beza for sure, and I probably need a lockdown just to interact with his board. I mean, a region also interacts. A region's fine. He played an untapped land last turn and didn't play any spells for some reason. That was weird. But hit to each his own. Can't stop the second slick shot either. Jeez. Alright. Pretty good spells. Blood Maul. Alright, let's see. I'm gonna take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7. If I let the Flood Maul through. 8, 9, 10. I mean, I counter this, I take. If he has a pump spell, I just got. If he has a pump spell, I cannot get through that. He's got one last spell. What can it be? He didn't play it. That's weird. Alright. We get Regent to bounce both slick shots. You gotta have to cast it. You're gonna have to recast them and attack into a region. The last card, another Flood Maul? Oh, he would have played it on the lockdown. If it was another Flood Maul, it would have been lethal. I don't know what his last card is. I cannot imagine what card would matter here. Maybe it's a Monster Trade. No, it would have played that too, because that would have been lethal as well. Yeah, maybe it's a Shock. A Shock would also have been lethal. What the heck is... No, was that Torch? It's Torch. Alright. This is the game you want to play. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's got 3 cards. If I play this, I get treasure, right? If I play a land and I play this, I still have 3 cards, so yeah. He's got more lands than me. He got the Bounding Spring. Okay, can't attack with that. That needs to block the slick shots. He also didn't plot the slick shots. What the hell? Our opponent is definitely giving us this game weirdly. I don't know what the last card is in his hand or why it's in full control mode. Maybe just oh man, the plays has been kind of awkward for our opponent. There could be good reasons for it that I just don't know, but I honestly cannot imagine. Plots 1. Plots the other one. Yeah, there you go. That's what I thought was going to happen. Okay, that is morbidly obese. Let's let Beza attack. We gotta get there somehow. Actually, I can just copy him. I didn't think about that. I should have attacked it both. Well, it's fine. I'll copy on the end of his turn. This is not a legendary. And I'll kill him with that. If he doesn't do anything, then I'll hold up my counter spell, I think. GG. No mercy! I can do a 10. Do I copy it though? I can copy into... No, I don't want to feed into it. Land. Okay. There's a hole in my plan! Oh no! There might be a hole in the brain. Man, am I right? He's gonna explode. You got it. First flip shot. Second slick shot. It's got one spell. I just gotta stop that one spell. Slick shots aren't that scary. Dude, you trying to intimidate me? I can do this all day. How about a little attack? No? Alright. Bounce both of those, but I bounce both of those and I have a counter spell, so there we go. Ah! Greatness at any cost. According to you. But you still lost. Sucker! Welcome back, everyone! Now that you saw all of those counter-heavy games, how does this deck feel? This deck does have a lot of counter spells, right? We got negates, we got no more lives, we got 3 steps ahead, so we have a lot of interactions to plays that most opponents have forgotten. And because they have forgotten it, we are able to windmill slam on them in so many ways. Just, Moraine River Region is such a good card. It gave us so many wins today just because now our Azorius Control deck has a 6-7 beast stick. Used to be the Whale, which, you know, it's not too bad, but the Whale is an interaction against aggro that could become a 6-6. That's not very good against control. This deck discard. Crazy against control because we can draw cards. Crazy against aggro because once we counter and interact with all their stuff, our 6/7 will close quickly before they can try to burst us with burn spells. So yeah, this deck is very strong. I don't know if it has what it takes to be tier 1 in a metagame. Maybe it's just my plays, maybe it's just my experience today, but I do feel like it's sometimes filtered to some of the graveyard shenanigan decks like Omniscience and anything that has a lot of counter spell that can interact with our flanker, meanwhile still have a one-turn blowout with Omniscience or some other kind of reanimating like a Valgavoth or something that they can reanimate very easily. And the problem with this deck is, well, Flanker is good, but you gotta draw it, and High Noon is good, but not great, because this deck doesn't run red. High Noon can't close. High Noon is only there to lock them down like a rule of law, right? So we need our counterspell to do their thing, and the traditional control sort of not shenanigans, the traditional control conundrum in best of 1 is that you have to have both techs. You have to have tech against control, and you have to have tech against aggro. Tech against combo control and tech against aggro. And sometimes you draw the wrong half against your opponent and you will lose. But that's the best of 1, right? You want to play best of 1 with a control deck. This is kind of the you gotta suck it up. But we have stock up that does help us fix a lot, and I love stock up in this deck as well. I talked about this in the intro about how stock up's crazy in Jeskai. It's just as good here. You don't have to flash it back because this deck does not run out of fuel. Stock up into Moraine, yeah, that's it. Good enough. You just have to have mana, and then everything else will work the way it needs to be. That's the whole idea of this deck, and that's all I got for you today. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you guys next time.